Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another day. It is still very early. I am on my first cup of coffee, so I'm going to take you along today. I've got a lot to do, but it's mostly just stuff here around the house, a little bit of work, some organization for my trip to Japan. I'm going to talk about that, kind of show you what I've started to get organized, and yeah, let's just jump right into it.
This is my look for today. I feel like just myself in this. I don't know if these things are in style, out of style, whatever. I feel like I look cute. And I feel like when it comes to being over 50 and choosing what you want to wear, what is the actual point if you can't just like feel really good in what you're wearing? So I have my little Tory Burch flats. These, I know skinny jeans are supposed to be out, whatever. These are little like pedal pushers. This is that little peplum blouse that I got from thredUP, and a little white J. Crew jacket. And yeah, I feel cute. I feel put together. I feel happy. And when you're getting dressed, just remember that's all that really matters. Let's sit down for a minute and talk about this trip to Japan. Okay, so my oldest son has been to Japan only once, I guess. He's been to Japan once. He's been to China. He's traveled all over the world. And he has been trying to get me to go to Japan with him for years. And then, of course, when pandemic happened, that became not possible. So right when Japan opened, which has only been like 4 or 5 months now, we booked our tickets. And we got a really, really great deal because they had been closed to tourism. We got a great deal on our flights from Delta. We got a fantastic deal on our hotel, which I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's not an American hotel. It's a Japanese-owned hotel, and it's right down near Tokyo Station. We are doing a couple of days in Tokyo Disneyland, one day at Disneyland, one day at Tokyo Sea. We are doing several different day trips, and I'll talk more about the itinerary. We haven't quite finalized it yet, so probably when I do my packing video, I'll talk more about the actual itinerary. So 2 days at the Disney parks, 2 days in Tokyo itself, and we have loads of things planned for that. And then we have 3 days that are like excursions outside of Tokyo. So far, what we've done for planning is we bought our Disneyland tickets. And we're staying in the same hotel by Tokyo Station the whole time. That just made a lot more sense. I really like to have one base of operations so I can unpack once, not have to worry about it. I don't know how much you know about transportation in Japan, but because the Japan Rail and we'll have the pass and everything is so convenient from there, it's a perfect place for us to have a base of operations. And we're not staying on property at Disneyland. I just decided I wanted to stay in one spot. Plus, we each wanted to have our own room, and for economy reasons, that just made the most amount of sense. So, yeah. So we're flying into LA the night before, and then instead of we could have done nonstop from Atlanta, but that would have been like a 15-hour flight, and I was like, I'm out on all that. So we're flying into LA the night before, maybe seeing some friends in LA. Then the next morning we fly out to Tokyo, and it is a 12-hour flight from LAX to Tokyo. It's only 10 hours on the way back, but yeah. So I bought some gadgets, I haven't bought a lot. I'm very minimalist when it comes to packing anyway, but I did buy a couple new things that I want to show you guys, and I kind of show you where I'm prepping. I'm using my son's bedroom, one of my twins that doesn't live here anymore, to lay out all my stuff. So I hope he doesn't come home to spend the night. I mean, that's not true. I do hope, Matt, if you're watching, I hope you come home to spend the night. I'll just need to move all my crap out of there. But yeah, I'll show you the current war room, if you will, and I'll show you what we're doing. So here's what we have so far. I have, you guys, you probably saw this in one of my other videos. I showed this in my Mexico video. This is from Longchamp. They actually don't make this style anymore. This is the Longchamp Cure, and Cure is French for leather, and it actually folds. So the fact that it is a foldable, really beautiful leather bag, and it has a really pretty shoulder strap. This is a little scarf I bought from Longchamp just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. It's a silk scarf. So that will be my day bag for while we're there. I'm also going to take a smaller backpack. So that's already there. I've already got like a few of my bits and bobs, as they say, from unpacking from Florida. My toiletries is going to be kind of an interesting situation because I'm a little nervous about all the things that I feel like I can't get, which I know I can, but like my own particular brand, I already have. I just started wearing daily contacts. So those are already in there. And that's so amazing, you guys, that I already have all of my contacts. So I don't have to bring like a gallon of contact solution. So that's really awesome. I have our passport in there. I did buy a couple of things. I bought these Unbound Merino wool shirts, non-affiliate, non-sponsored. I don't think it's affiliate. I don't think I can get you an affiliate link for them, but I will link the company below. The reason I wanted to go with merino wool is because we are doing carry-on and I need to be able to wear things multiple times. Merino wool is naturally antimicrobial. It doesn't smell. You can go weeks of wearing this thing and not have to wash it. Apparently, that's what they tell you. So these were 3 shirts for $150. They don't wrinkle, they pack well. So I have a gray crew neck, a navy V-neck, and then this blue crew neck. I bought an eye mask. Because I have an eye mask already, but it's kind of too much pressure on my eyes. And this one I found on Amazon and it just looked really soft, and I do really well with an eye mask. So that actually folds up really small in its own pouch, and it came with earplugs. So I thought that was kind of a nice touch. I bought a neck pillow. I know I've talked in the past about how I don't do neck pillows, but I don't know. How did I buy this? Did I see it on Instagram? Did another influencer share it? Who knows? But I'm going to give that a try. I'll link all this, but buyer beware because I bought it, but I don't know yet if it's going to work. So also I have out all of my, I have a personal item bag problem. I'm just going to admit that right now. So trying to decide what personal item bag to take. Pretty sure I am going with my old away backpack instead of the everywhere bag. I love the everywhere bag, but because we're on trains, planes, and automobiles, it will be better for me to be able to wear something on my back and not necessarily have to have it, rolling on top of my suitcase. So probably that is our winner, but I am not 100% sure yet. I am sure on my suitcase, which will be my away bigger carry-on. I'll do a whole packing video before we leave for sure, and I'll show you guys exactly what I decide on. It takes me a minute, especially for a trip like this, right? Because it's a 10-night trip, 8 nights our travel time, and then 8 nights in Tokyo itself. So one kind of interesting thing is they have you now load everything in advance. So we have already done all of our visitor paperwork. It's not immigration. What am I trying to say? Customs. We've already done all that. We've already uploaded our vaccination cards, and we've already gotten our QR code from the visitors, whatever it's called for the country. I'll put a link to it right here. There's a website you go to. So we are like good to go. Evidently, we just have to show those QR codes when we land. So that part of it has been super easy. The Disneyland tickets, we had a little bit trouble with the Disneyland website, so we used a company, I think it's called Go Travel, that they recommended, that Disneyland recommended, so that our payment went through and all that. So we have that all taken care of. And then, of course, our Japan Rail Pass. So the Japan Rail Pass was what cost the most amount of money. The Tokyo Disneyland tickets were so cheap. I think they were like $60 a day per person, which compared to US prices is like less than half. So that was kind of crazy. But they don't do park hoppers there. So we're just doing one park each day. What else have we done? The Japan Rail Pass was the most amount of money we paid, and that was almost $600 all in for the two of us. But evidently that will pay for itself. That's what everyone tells me. That's what Jack tells me. We have either 3 or 4, maybe 4 day trips outside of Tokyo where we are on a bullet train. And so, so that'll work out. I am not like, if you guys have questions, not an expert. And you know what? I'm not even going to be an expert when I get back. So I am a tourist. I am reading this book I found. I'll show it to you guys in a minute, called, I think, Tokyo Geek or something. I found it in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. I am studying about Japanese history. I told my son, I obviously want to do the Disney parks. I want to study history. I want to see nature because they're known for their gardens. And I just kind of want to embrace everything Japan. So in prep, I've been studying the history. I've been looking at guidebooks. I've been watching YouTube videos, and I've been watching Studio Ghibli. Which, by the way, so far, My Neighbor Totoro is by far my favorite. And I've been putting the Studio Ghibli soundtracks on like during the day. They have just like this peaceful, lilting piano music. It's just absolutely lovely. I don't remember when I have been this excited about a trip. And it is such a departure from anything that I've done before. So I cannot wait. Okay, yes. I have already started setting aside my clothes. I mean, it's not that early to be doing this because I leave in 2 weeks. So the majority of what I'm going to be taking are going to be those J. Jill Wherever pants in all the different colors, one pair of black jeans, one pair of blue jeans, and then a couple of dresses. I think I'm going to wear this to at least one of the days at Tokyo Disney. With that white sweater that I have. I think that's going to be super cute. And then just my black shirt. And then this jumpsuit. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy that I'm wearing a jumpsuit on a long flight because, yes, it is a little bit tricky when you're in the airplane bathroom. But sleeping in one piece like this will be the second time I've worn it on a long haul flight. And it is a game changer. This is from Spanx. And it is the softest thing, moves with you, nothing rides up. It is having a onesie on. I will link it below, but it is like my uniform for long haul flights. And then I'll have a cardigan that I'll wear with this. And yeah, I'm just saying, this is such a great idea. Yeah, you do have to do a little gymnastics when you use the restroom, but that's okay because I will have like a sports bra on underneath it. So it won't be that situation where like when you wear a jumpsuit and you go to use the restroom and you're completely naked. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. I think you probably do know what I'm talking about. And then I've got these, I haven't made decisions here yet. I have a couple things that are kind of fun. This is that little loft jacket and it will go with everything. Or I may be more conservative and take this black one. I'm really waiting for the weather report. We're still a little bit too far out. Once we're 10 days out, I will start making some choices and paring this down because obviously this is way more than what I'm going to take, but I did want to start having some idea of what was going because it just helps me in my brain. All of this, y'all, is just to help me with my travel anxiety. I can't get packed the day before because I have a travel focused channel and I will be filming videos about it, but this will just give you kind of an idea of what I'm taking. These little dresses are going, super fun things. You want to be in a video? Yeah? There's my gentle giant. I always forget hey, there's Scooby. Scooby's at the camera. You want to come say hi? Want to come up and say hi? Yeah? You're going to come say hi? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now everybody wants to say hi. Okay, now we have to clean my kitchen because the bottom floor of my house basically is a disaster right now. And I have a wonderful house cleaner. She comes every other week and she will be here on Monday and it is now Thursday. So I'm going to have to straighten up. I always straighten up. She doesn't do that part of it. Maria actually cleans my house and I am so incredibly grateful for her. But there's crap everywhere. So let's get this straightened out. I will feel just better in my mind if this is all cleaned up. So let's get it done.
You say you don't want to get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't want to break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary.
that's done. The next thing I have to do is spend probably 2 hours working. I'm just going to say this right now. I have been hinting about this e-course. Annalise, who is my person, I hate using the word assistant. That sounds awful. She doesn't hate it, but I hate it. So let's go with executive assistant, whatever you want to call her. She's my person. And she's doing a very good job of keeping me on task. And what we are doing for the e-course next is we will be releasing a monthly newsletter. So I'm super excited about it. If that is something you want to be part of, it will basically just be a monthly recap, the different videos I've done, but that will be the best way for you to keep up to date on where we are with the e-course, what's happening with the launch. So if you want to be one of our insiders on that track, I will put a link below where you can sign up for the monthly newsletter. But the thing is, I have responsibilities there. She's done the whole layout and everything, but I have a couple pieces I need to write. And she has a whole, we use Asana for our group projects. So I have a whole list of tasks that I need to work through. So I'm going to dive into that now. And when I come back, hopefully I will have made some headway. That has been on my to-do list since we got back from Florida, and it's really kind of eating away at my mental capacity. So yeah, going to get that done. Was working, I got a delivery from Target. So these are what they are. I already took the tags off. Jockey no chafe smoothing mid-length. So a lot of the pants that I'm taking for Japan are kind of a thinner, they're not thin, but they're knit, right? So you want to have something smoothing underneath. I don't do like Spanx or anything unless it's like to dress up. So I started buying these a few years ago, and they're just these little like bike shorts basically, but they're a lot thinner than that. And they have a panel. You can wear them as your underwear, and I can't do thongs. I just can't. And I don't like panty lines. So these are a really great alternative. Yeah, and I just love them. So I just ordered 4 more pairs of these because these are definitely going with us. They're also really great under dresses if you don't want to have just underwear on. Super soft, super breathable, and like restricting. They have like a little bit of like, tummy control, but nothing at all restricting, which for travel, I ain't doing that. So yeah, kind of happy that all the things are coming together. That was a frustrating work session because I'm not sure that I'm confused on, we're trying to launch the newsletter. I'm a little confused on some of the steps, and we're doing it through WordPress. So Annalise actually has a full-time job, so she and I won't meet until Saturday. So probably what I'm going to do is I sent her the intro for May's newsletter. I will probably wait and chat with her about it on Saturday. So you're going to see this on Sunday. I'm not sure if the email link will be up yet for you to subscribe so that you can get the May newsletter. Probably it will be. So I will put it linked somewhere, probably down in the description box. But yeah, it's always this entire business from day one, I have had to learn as I went. And that included everything from YouTube editing to how to set up my website to the whole thing. So it's totally knowable. Like I can figure it out. It's just some things come more easier than others, or more easily, I should say. And I just have to fight through. And we'll get where we need to go. I feel confident. I have a good team, and I just have to ask questions because I kind of feel a little bit like I'm a fish out of water with this, but we'll get there. The baby. Yeah, she's not spoiled at all. There's nothing there that screams dog royalty. Is she just the happiest little rescue you ever saw in your life? I don't really know much about what her life was before she came to be with us, except for that, we adopted her and she was living in a kennel. But yeah, she's a very, very happy dog now. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to disrupt your sleep. Go back to what you were doing, madam. You're good. Okay, so this is the book I'm reading. It's called A Geek in Japan. And I first saw it in the Japan pavilion, and then I ended up ordering it on Amazon because it was a little big to take home. But it's like a almost like a graphic novel. And I've read some history books, and I've read some pop culture books, and I've read some travel books, but I feel like this is kind of everything all in one, and it's giving me a really good just overview of the country. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time reading. I'm beginning to think that the walk on the Greenway may not happen today because actually I don't have my car right now. I've talked before about how Scott and I share a car. So yeah, I don't have a car. I have one of my cars is coming. My son has it right now. And it's a long story because my husband took my son's car and whatever. But I might get to the Greenway. I might not. But even if I don't, I can still stay out here on my deck and enjoy the beautiful weather because it's perfection. Okay, dogs are happy now because it's dinner time. And they get well, Lenny is on diet food. Scooby eats way the heck too fast. But I actually have to pop up to the store because I'm almost out of Lenny's food. And then he also gets his food cut in with some green beans because he is a chonker and he needs a little bit of diet help, which is a-okay. Okay, I have now come to Publix because Lenny is out of his dog food. So I need to get that for him. And then I think I'm going to get myself a bottle of wine. I have not had any wine at home in a really, really long time. And I'm just it's a beautiful evening and I am feeling like having a glass of wine out on my deck. So we're going to do it because I'm a grown up, and that's the kind of stuff you can do when you're a grown up and you make your own money and you have a car and stuff and you're 52. So this is me in the grocery store. And I got Scott's dry cleaning, so check and check. And then I was looking at the Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc, which I always get, which was on sale for $15, which is a fairly good price. But then the La Crema, which is really good. I love the La Crema Chardonnay, was $22. And I stood there and I stood there and I stood there and I went, Jennifer LaForge, you can do it. You can go ahead and get the more expensive wine. So I did. And I'm not even sorry. It's gorgeous out. Gorgeous. I got the La Crema Chardonnay. I was going to use one of my cheaper wine glasses, and I decided, you know what, we're just going to use the crystal. So I also made myself some hummus and some pretzels. And no, Lenny, you may not have any of this. Absolute perfection, this Georgia spring weather we're having. I can't even tell you guys. Let's try the wine, make sure it's good. It's very good. It tastes like I'm on an island somewhere. But actually, this is good too. So I'm just really glad that you guys were with me today. I didn't get quite as much done as I had wanted, but I did get a lot done. So I'm really happy with the day. I'm gonna enjoy the last probably 30 minutes of beautiful sunshine, enjoy my wine, enjoy just being grateful because I truly, truly am. I'm grateful for the life that I am lucky enough to lead. I hope that today was beautiful for you, and I hope this has been fun. And whatever you're doing, I hope you're finding joy. Yep, I'll see you next time. Bye.